Hey everyone, Dave Mason here with Royal LePage Wollstonecroft, and today I'm here to talk to you about investment properties and things you should consider if you're going to make that move. Now, as we're all aware, over the last few years, real estate skyrocketed, the prices of real estate skyrocketed, and if you got in just prior, there's a good chance you're sitting on a healthy amount of equity that you could use to purchase an investment property or move up. So you own a condo and you want to move into a townhouse, you can use that equity, purchase the townhouse, and use your current residence as an investment. Now, when I suggest this, I get a lot of uncertainty, which is completely understandable. I mean, you're using your hard-earned equity, your money, to do this, so you're gonna get a lot of what ifs. But if you change your perspective and you look at this as a long-term move to set you up for financial freedom, building that portfolio, retirement plans, it makes these things a little easier to understand. So I'm gonna touch on two things that I feel is extremely important that you should know and understand before you make this move. Now, the first thing is your LTV, also known as your loan to value. Now, banks will typically lend up to 80% of the value of your home. So let's say you own a condo, it's $300,000, you own it outright. The bank will lend $240,000 of that to you to use as a down payment. That being said, if there's a $200,000 first mortgage on it, you're gonna get $40,000 of equity to use for an investment property. So this all varies. It just depends on your situation and how long you've owned your house for, how big the down payment was, etc. But this is the formula you're going to want to use if you're trying to determine the amount of money that you have to use. So the second thing I want to touch on is don't always focus on a cash flow positive situation. And the reason I say this is if you have $200 that you can invest into an RRSP, let's say, a month, you can afford to invest that same $200 into a negative cash flow real estate investment. And the reason I think this way is over the course of 25 years, that $200, well, it won't be a negative cash flow after 25 years. You're gonna have a fully paid off asset that you can use, and it's gonna have a greater return than an RRSP that you've been doing for the same amount of time. Now, you're gonna wanna consider things like vacancy months. Let's say the tenants move out and you're sitting on it for a month, so you have to carry that. Some costs like repairs, windows, roofs, etc. But these are all things that you sit down and you plan and you budget for, set up a contingency fund, etc. before you make the move. So those are two things that I'd like you to consider if you're going to make that move as far as buying an investment property. There are other things you're going to want to talk about and consider as well, and that's what I want you to do is reach out to me and talk about those things, and we can decide if it's the right move for you and your family. Thanks for watching this video. If you found some value in it, please share it, comment, and talk to you soon. Bye.